I'm Karen Stangrove and welcome back to Conquer Crochet. This is part one of a two-part series on where to find your crochet patterns. Probably the most obvious place to find crochet patterns would be in a crochet pattern book. You can get them for all sorts of themes and different levels of crochet. So you can get books like this one from Doyle and Kingsley, Step by Step Crochet, 100 Techniques and Crochet Patterns Inside by Sarah Harding. Or you can go to something a little more complicated like this Mosaic Crochet Workshop from Esme Crick. Crochet magazines are another place to get some great patterns. Good ones in the UK, Simply Crochet, Crochet Now, and my favourite American one, which is Crochet World. They have some fantastic ones. If you're in the UK, you can order it to be posted over to the UK. So definitely one worth looking out for. So magazines can be pretty expensive. I think one of the ones I looked at the other day was $9.99, and if you're paying that a month, that's quite a lot for one magazine, although you do get all the freebies that come with it. But when you've been crocheting and buying these magazines for quite a while, you find that they start repeating the freebies and it's not really such good value for money anymore. So I discovered a couple of years back Readly, and on Readly you pay, I think it's $9.99 a month, and you get access to thousands of different magazines, not just crochet magazines. So if I go into crochet, so we've got all the Crochet Now, the Crochet World that I was just talking about, Defining Crochet, Crochet Essentials, Crochet for Today. Let's see what else is on that one. Creative Crochet from Crochet World, Simply Crochet, Crochet for Beginners, Knit and Crochet, Love Crochet. And what you get when you click on these is all the back issues. So if you've missed any, I don't think they go right back to the beginning, but they certainly do go quite a long way back. And you can then click on whichever one you want to look at. And I won't take you through the whole thing, because I'm sure there's a copyright issue, but you can basically just scroll through and read the magazine. You can read that on your tablet, or you could do that on your phone, or indeed as I am on the computer. So Readly is a really good one. You also get, I think it's 5 profiles. So I've got my own profile, my son has his, so I could, if I wanted to, rather than buying him magazines, he used to like, I don't know if he still does, Toxic magazine. So he could then read all the Toxic magazines on his own tablet. And my husband wants to look at music magazines. Then they've got all the different music magazines that you can read there, depending what you want to read. But if you look down the side, there's all the different topics that are covered. They even have crosswords and Sudokus that you can use. And I think you can fill them in on the book. So on your tablet page. So if you have got a pen, say an Apple pen that you can write on with, or you can use your keyboard and mouse. It's entirely up to you. But a lot on there. And they have daily newspapers as well. So there's lots of things there for children and adults to enjoy. So definitely one worth thinking about, I think. So that's readly.com. So the first account I want to show you is Ravelry.com. And when you type that in, you get a login if you already have an account, obviously, or you can sign up. So it says Ravelry is a free website for knitters, crocheters, and fibre artists. It is free, but some of the patterns are paid for. Okay, so I'm just going to log in. So once you're in there, you can go up to patterns. You can look at different types of patterns for yarns. So we're going to click on patterns. Now, if you know the name of the designer or a book or something you particularly want to look for, you can go there. There are some hot trends, what people are actually looking at now in this part here. Or you could just type in something you want to search for. So I'm going to look for patterns. So I went up to advanced search. I want to go to patterns. So down the left hand side then you can filter by age, difficulty, all sorts of different things you can filter by there. If you've already been on Ravelry before, you can have a notebook where you can save your favourites and things you're putting in a queue. And you have the choice here, which is the most important one really, to go, right, I want crochet. Otherwise you're going to go through mountains of all the other patterns and you're bound to see something you like and go, oh, that's knitting. And unless you knit, that's not much use. So I'm going to click on crochet. Then I'm going to say, okay, I want to find baby blanket. So I'm going to search there and it will come up with everyone who's put baby blanket as their tags. So it's basically just a big search engine for things that have been uploaded, very much in the same way Etsy is, where you can just search for things. This will just search the whole of their site for patterns. So let's just have a quick look at this Rainbow Ripple by Celeste Young. Okay, so this pattern is available as a free download, but obviously if you can afford it, it'd be great if you could do a donation to the designer. So it gives you some more information, the type of yarns they're using, they give you a suggested yarn, give you the dimensions, and it says whether or not it's in UK or US terminology, which is really important to make a note of. So when you've found the pattern you want, you can click on download. And there I want to download it in English. But this one has the choice to download it in other languages as well. So if you prefer that, that's really good news. You can add it to your library or you can just download it as a PDF. So that's appeared at the bottom there. And when I click on there, I can either use this pattern online, so I could actually download it to maybe my tablet or my phone. I can use it next to where I'm crocheting, or you can download it, save it, and then you can print it off. So that is Ravelry. Now, if you've been around for a while, you will probably know about Pinterest. So I have my Conquer Crochet Pinterest here with lots of different pins on there for the different videos that I have done. I'm going to be honest, I'm not great at keeping up with them. I must put more on there. Anyway, I can go to the search bar here and I can go to all pins, and in there I could type in free crochet pattern. And this will take you, it won't necessarily be to big blogs, but it'll certainly be to patterns that are free. So we've got baby booties, free pattern and video tutorial, little plushies. Love this little teddy bear blanket, that's lovely. If you want to make a little pumpkin pot, and you can search for something specific if there's something you really want to find. So I could do free crochet pattern baby blanket, and we got some, that's lovely, super chunky crochet baby blanket, I like that. So you could just search for exactly what you want, or if you're not sure, just go for the free patterns and have a little scooch around and see what you can see. You can narrow your search down, so they give you some other suggestions of search terms. And then obviously if you like something, then you can pin it, add it to any of your own boards. And so that is Pinterest. So a more recent addition to the internet is a website called Ribbler.com. So it's RBBLR.com. So you can sign in there and create an account. I think you get 2 free patterns, or Ribbler patterns as they call them. But pretty much most of all the other patterns are paid for, but they're not necessarily huge amounts. And people are always having sales, so if you've got favourite ones, you could always favourite them. But I think it is actually worth paying for crochet patterns, especially if you know they've been tested and you know, they're worth it. And if you're doing it as a business thing, then certainly paying for the pattern, I think, is something that you should be doing to make sure you've got something that's a little bit different to what other people are doing that's free. So we can go through here. We've got different types of crochet. So we've got crochet and Tunisian crochet. There's knitting and there's sewing. So I'm going to click on the crochet. So you can search for patterns. There are some free ones on here. So just search for free, see what comes up. So these are all the free ones that are on here at the moment. So there's facial scrubbies, a sort of patchwork jumper, which is quite nice. I like that one. In fact, you could do that in lots of different stitches, and great stash buster. Love that. Little avocados, which are really cute. Nice little granny square. There's a heart, some tiger slippers, like those. Or you could have chunky cow slippers. So there's lots of different patterns you can have. Some of them are the Ribbler free ones. So just have a scroll through, see what you like, see what takes your fancy. If there's something there that you like, then you can say, right, well, I'd like to have the, what do I fancy? Mr. Quacker's the duck. There we go, I like him. Again, they tell you whether or not it's in English or in American. I'm assuming that means stitches. I'm not quite sure there. So there's a little introduction here, type of craft. There's different sizes, materials that you'll need, and there's a full list you can click on there. And it will give you the sizes and whatnot. And this is a free gift. So I think you get one free gift from Ribbler. So I'm not going to click on that one because I'm sure there's something that I really want. So there we are. And thank you for supporting a small business and protecting the planet. I'm guessing we're protecting the planet by not buying paper books. Although I still like a paper book. So that's Ribbler. It's R-I-B-B-L-R. So you can have a look through there. There's different Tunisian crochet as well. And if you're into knitting, there's different knitting patterns, and there's also sewing patterns as well. So a bit of something for everyone on there, something different from, so there might be some different patterns there that maybe aren't on Ravelry. There might not be so many patterns because obviously it hasn't been around as long. But I have to say, ones I have looked at have been really good quality. So it's one that I think I can recommend. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. It is free to do so, and you can unsubscribe anytime you like. Don't forget to look out for part 2 of where to find your crochet patterns. I will put 2 links on the screen here to help you on your crochet journey, and I will see you over there. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, and happy hooking!